What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back. I'm back to talk about Miss Buffy Parcell, honey. She recently did a video where she talked about the Candiace Dillard and Monique Samuels fight, honey, that we have been talking about all in these YouTube streets, honey, okay? I'm going to play what she had to say, you guys. I agreed with some of what she said, and I disagreed with some of what she said as well. So let's get into what Miss Buffy Parcell had to say, honey, okay?
For my opinion, so here it is, and I want to hear about it afterwards. Where was the empathy for either one of these black women? I feel like Monique and Candiace deserve empathy because of the situation they found themselves in. And for the record, I'm Team Monique, if y'all want to know. But
see, I got a problem with that. I would have respected her more if she would have just kind of been neutral on the situation. That's just me, honey. And I don't see how you could be Team Monique after Monique did, what she did. I think a lot of people get off on, just promoting violence and, oh, that person was pushed to their limit. And, I just think that even people that like Monique, I've seen them kind of turn on her like, I can't support all that violence. And I love you guys. I truly respect you. Even though you don't like Candiace, you are standing up for, what you feel is right. But I just do not understand how anybody can be Team Monique after she did what she did. And then all the lying, she has did. She did another interview, you guys, on Bravo, and I will be playing some of that in another video. And I was a little bit disgusted by what she was saying because it still just seemed like you're a little bit too defensive, sis. Okay?
I feel sorry because I understand their pressure. Candiace need this check. Real talk. So,
and another thing, how the hell do you know what Candiace need? Candiace came from money. That mother is paid. Did y'all hear Miss Dorothy? She said, oh, we need to get the attorney, and we need to get the attorney on Monique, and, she need to be charged, for what she did. That's coming up on Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, Candiace came from money. So if Candiace and Chris break up, Candiace is going to be okay. What a lot of you all don't understand is Monique married into money. Okay. She had to marry somebody to have some money. Okay. So if her and Mr. Chris Samuels, they break up, Miss Not for Lazy Moms, she the one gonna need this check, not Candiace. So I did not like, you guys, her attitude towards Candiace, and Candiace needs the money. They all want their check. Okay, they all want their check. This is their livelihood. But there's a difference between being born into money, okay, and you don't know money like Miss Dorothy and Miss Candiace know money, honey, okay? It's a difference between that and just marrying into money. And we see how a lot of these reality TV marriages, how they end. They start off all good and lovey-dovey, and and we already know it's already some issues, honey, in the Samuels home, honey. It's gonna come out in the buttermilk, honey. Okay, it's gonna come out somewhere. But yeah, I didn't like, that comment. Felt like that was an ignorant comment.
Oh, what else going on in her life? So I'm left with conflict. And Monique doesn't need it. It's the it girl.
Yes, she do.
They hate on. And so
Monique is not the only popular one. Yes, she is a fan favorite, but a lot of us, we like Candiace. A lot of people, they like Giselle. I mean, I think all the ladies on the show, they like each one, for different reasons. But Monique ain't gonna have that fan base, honey, not after this year. Not after this year. All the comments I've read, I'm going to be reading some comments, you guys, in my new video I put up of Monique Samuels. I'm going to read y'all what people are saying. And a lot of these people used to be her fans. They not here for what she did. And they're not here for all this lying that she's doing in these streets. Okay?
They keep pushing her buttons. And at a certain point, any human being is going to snap.
Not like that. Ain't nobody pushed that girl's buttons. She did what she did because she wanted to. And she pretty much alluded to that in this new interview that she did on Bravo. She makes some type of comment, and I'm talking about Monique, you guys, made some type of comment where, well, I took out everything that I went through in my 36 years, out on Candiace. She pretty much says that in this new video. So see, you keep changing your damn story. Okay. That's why people, they don't want to deal with you no more, sis.
And they know that. Now on to everybody was acting so damn self-righteous. Give me a damn break. You kidding me? Ain't now one of y'all on that show so upstanding in the world that this damages your brand. So
I agree with her.
Me and every other viewer with that. Additionally, y'all are a disgrace to little girls and black women. You know why? Not because you're on a reality show, but because when there was conflict, you put your nose in the air. You stuck your nose up and got on your high horse instead of hearing that woman out and trying to bring the other woman together and resolving the issue.
They could not put them in the same room at that time because tensions was still high. Emotions was just at an all-time, level, between both of them. We saw Candiace with the therapist. She was crying. And we saw Monique, Miss Not for Lazy Moms, she still didn't have no remorse. She was embarrassed about her image. She didn't give a damn about what she did to Candiace because it came out. One thing I will say, though, is collectively about the women, right? I really do admire how the women stick together when they was getting Monique's ass together on that last episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. That's something I did like. I didn't really get to talk enough about that, but I did like how they held her accountable, how Robin kept coming at her. Girl, you had this type of wine. Candiace had the light colored wine. You had red wine, and, Robin is the MVP. She stuck it to Monique's ass. She did. Because Monique was going to get up there and try to smooth everything over. And I'm just really not that type of person. And, honey, you did what you did. Okay? You did what you did. And you just need to apologize for it. Feel bad for it. It needs to not happen again. I think if she would have took more responsibility and accountability, I don't think the women would have been that hard on her. They still would have stuck it to her because they felt like it was just so unnecessary, It was so unnecessary. Another thing that bothers me is I was just watching an interview with Giselle, and I'm going to probably do another video on this, you guys, next week. But Giselle has said, well, Candiace is really annoying, and Candiace is this, and Candiace is that. I'm so sick of her and Robin saying that Candiace is so annoying. What the hell do y'all think y'all are? All of you all are annoying. Okay, Ashley has ran amok on that show, acting a fool, digging up dirt on people, and y'all just have set up and let Ashley, get away with everything. But Candiace is so annoying, and she does make you want to pop her, but you'll just never do that. And we're going to talk about that too in another video that I do with Giselle. But I'm just really sick of, the hypocrisy. And I told y'all, when the only thing I didn't like about what the women did with Monique was they kept bringing up their children and black women, and Monique Samuels does not speak for Miss Brandy Denise Robinson, honey, okay? She don't speak for me. I don't look to you women to represent me. I represent myself, okay? Because as humans, we all have our demons, and, you know, some of us, like I put in my documentary, we, you know, will face our demons because we're not cowards. But some people like to, you know, put on this smile and put on this image. Oh, I'm such a good person, and I'm so this and I'm so that. Well, then if you are such the adult in the situation with you and Candiace, why you didn't just walk away? You wouldn't have been flicking that girl's hair, you know. And I hear a lot of reviewers, and some of the people I actually like, they're saying things like, well, since Candiace can't fight, you know, she needs to just keep her mouth shut. No, the hell she don't. They need to learn how to deal with her mouth, and they need to learn how to get, you know, some good comebacks. Giselle didn't like Candiace because Candiace is quick and she's young, and Giselle is out of her element, you know, when she's dealing with Candiace. And what did I tell y'all about how a lot of women is? If they can't control you, they don't like your mouth. Okay. And it talks a lot about that on that interview with Giselle. But yeah, that's her issue with Candiace. That's Monique's issue with Candiace. She can't match her in wit. She can't match her in comebacks. That's why this bitch had to resort to physical violence. Let me beat your ass then. And yeah, I'll come back and try to do it again, you know, so you get the lesson and you learn to shut up. See, you're trying to beat someone into submission. That's abuse. That's bullying. And she was already bullying that girl. So when I see people put up these videos, you know, some of it is entertaining. Some of y'all be telling the truth, but some of y'all is just flat out wrong. Don't nobody need to watch their mouth. If Candiace need to watch her mouth, Ashley should have been watched her big old mouth. Ashley also, this is my issue with Ashley, and once again, I told y'all they have certain people on the show, they don't hold their feet to the fire. Ashley needs to stop toting baby Dean around to all the women's meetings and girls trips, and no, that's not cute. A baby has no place being around women, and then, you know, two women have fought and they're at this meeting, and then I never even got to talk about it, you guys, in my video, where I think Ashley told Wendy, could you keep your mouth shut? Y'all know when they had the meeting with Monique and, you know, they were trying to get some remorse out of her. Ashley says, well, Wendy, you're being too loud. My baby is here. And bitch, your baby has no place being around these women, especially after an altercation has went down like that. And they have to have a serious conversation. Okay? And hold this woman accountable for her actions. That baby had no place there. Don't you dare blame that on Wendy. That disgusted me, but I was so upset in my video, I didn't even get to, you know, mention that part. But I wanted to talk about that in this video. Ashley is disgusting. Period. I've been watching all the ladies' interviews. I skip right over Ashley's interviews. She's boring. I'm sick of this situation with her and Michael. Get you a new man. And, you know, Ashley has some words of wisdom here and there. You know, I'll give Ashley her props when she says something smart, you know, that is thought-provoking like she did in the last episode. But yeah, I'm sick of her toting that baby around to all these damn meetings, and everybody is, oh, baby Dean. Oh, well, baby Dean, let's, you know, I don't want to see a daycare special. I want to see the drama. I want to see you all reconcile and, you know, get to the bottom of this devastating situation between these two women. That's what I want to see. We're not watching the show to see your damn newborn baby, you know, in every scene on the girls' trips. Now this fool is pregnant again, and now I guess we got to deal with two babies. Okay, so they better get the check in her ass about that, because I'm sick of it. I don't know if y'all sick of it. If you are, put it down in my comments, honey, but I am so sick of that. Now, we know damn well if that was Candiace bringing a baby around, they would have been got on her. See, I told y'all, on this show, they pick and choose who they come after. And last season, they all attacked Candiace. When Candiace was getting on Ashley for saying she want to get pregnant, but was doing all that drinking, they all came down on Candiace. Well, you're being judgmental. When Ashley was being judgmental when she dug up Robin and Juan's financial situation. Ashley was judgmental when she judged the fact that Robin and Juan are divorced and they're still living together. And, she was judgmental then, so why is Candiace, held to a different standard? I wouldn't be surprised, you guys, if there, wasn't some jealousy there. And they really got on that girl for her mother. Okay, this is her mother. And Dorothy is a mess and she's a narcissist, but mama got coin. And it's like they was mad at her when she started this show and she started out, with money and was receiving money from her mother. They tried to make fun of that, but hell, most of y'all living off of child support checks. Most of y'all are struggling in the same home with your child's father, but you can make fun of this girl getting money from her mother, and that's how it should be. Your mother or your parents work hard, so you could have something in life. You could have a nice home. You could have nice clothes. You could start a hair business, okay? That girl had all types of stuff going for her, but yet they just wanted to focus on the fact that, she's a little girl and she still gets money from mommy. And yeah, Candiace had to cut her mother off financially because her mother was abusing, she was using money to abuse Candiace. That's what she was doing. And that's what narcissistic parents do. But I'm saying in the real world, we know a lot of white people, they make sure their children have nice cars and homes and no one says anything. That's not a problem. But when Candiace has somebody looking out for her, it's an issue. And like I said, there's some jealousy there, because they don't have that. And Giselle, if your mother had the coins, honey, you wouldn't have to buy a tear down. Okay, you would have to keep having all that work done to your home, and you still need work done to that damn home because the colors you got up in there, honey, is just a fool. Nothing goes together. Her decorating style, honey, is horrible. But honey, Miss Robinson then drifted off, honey, onto a tangent. Let's get back to Buffy, okay?
Kudos to Karen, kudos to Ashley, because the rest of y'all, bye. Real talk. And talking about you been on the front lines because you've been on TV as a news corps, that compared to being front lines of a Bravo reality show. I'll tell you something. Black women continue to have to prove themselves day in and day out in this world.
That's true.
And being on a reality TV show is no different than that. Mm-hmm. We're going to keep throwing all these impossible situations at you to see if you can overcome it, to see how you're going to respond, and then we're going to judge you either way.
That's right. Yep.
I think y'all missed an incredible opportunity to sit down and have a real and frank discussion about the fact that Black women can be brilliant.
Yep.
We can be hardworking.
That's true.
Family oriented. We can be ratchet. We can get in your ass. We can curse. We can be real. And if you push me to my limits, I'm
She's speaking a word, you guys. She's speaking a word, but I don't like Candiace didn't push that girl to her limits, because Robin pushed her to her limits and she didn't end up fighting Robin. Robin stepped right up in her face and, she had that damn umbrella up, but you didn't do nothing to Robin. You should have been dragged Giselle's ass, because she just kept messing with you all throughout the seasons. There's a reason why she didn't bother Giselle, because of Giselle is like the leader of the show. And would y'all please stop saying Giselle is the Nene of the show? No, she isn't. She doesn't even bring half of what Nene brings to this show. Okay, Nene brought a lot to Real Housewives of Atlanta. All Giselle does, if you watch her, is gaslight, be in other people's business, try to hide her business, use people for storylines. She's like a watered down version of Kenya Moore. She ain't even on Kenya's level, and y'all know I don't see it for Kenya. But Kenya brings a lot, to Housewives over Giselle bringing, what she brings to Real Housewives of Potomac. So y'all need to quit with them comparisons, for real talk.
And I may or may not feel bad about it later, because I'm a human being.
I disagree right there. Monique should feel bad. She should feel bad because it was just out of line. Now if Candiace would have threw that drink on her and the glass would have broken her face and then she would have dragged her ass, we would be having a different conversation. That's not what happened. That girl flipped your little lapel on your thing. You touched her first. You made contact with her and you admitted that in this new interview, Monique. See, once again, telling another lie. Okay. You should have been came out and just told the truth. Just stick to one story. Okay? So, she's losing credibility, with a lot of her fans right now. This is the undoing and the unraveling, unfortunately, of Miss Monique Samuels. And hopefully, I hope, okay, that, she learned something from this. Because, honey, there's always a lesson that needs to be learned in this life.
And that shouldn't determine my self-worth because I screw up once or twice.
Y'all heard what Miss Buffy Purcell had to say. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know if you agreed with what she had to say or where you disagreed with her with what she had to say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out later.